Welcome, ambitious minds. You've been told a lie. A comfortable, pervasive lie that whispers, money doesn't matter. It's evil. It corrupts. Focus on happiness. They want you to believe this. They need you to believe this. Because a man without money is a man easily controlled. A woman without resources is a woman whose voice is easily ignored. But Niccolò Machiavelli, the ruthless strategist, would laugh at this soft delusion. He understood a brutal truth that modern society tries to bury under platitudes and hollow virtue signaling. Machiavelli knew that without money, you are nothing more than a pawn in someone else's game. Your choices are limited. Your voice is muted. Your dignity fragile. And when crisis inevitably comes, poverty doesn't just strip you of comfort. It strips you of respect, of options, of the very fabric of your independence. This isn't a video about greed. It's a raw, unfiltered look at power, survival, and the unvarnished truth about how the world actually works. It's about why you must acquire so much money at all costs. This is the Machiavellian mindset. If you're ready to shatter the illusions and face reality, like this video. If you're ready to take action, let's be clear. Money is not greed. Money is power. Money is survival. It is the bedrock upon which true independence is built. Think about it. When you have financial resources, you are not beholden to a job you hate, a boss who disrespects you, or a situation that compromises your values. You have the freedom to say no. You have the power to say yes to opportunities that truly align with your purpose. This isn't just about lavish living. It's about sovereignty over your own life and respect. The world, for all its talk of equality, treats the financially independent with a different kind of deference. Your opinions carry more weight. Your presence commands more attention. This isn't fair, perhaps, but it is reality. Machiavelli understood that perception is power, and wealth profoundly shapes perception. It grants you a seat at tables you would otherwise never be invited to. It opens doors that remain firmly shut to those without means. If you want to change your life and earn the respect you deserve, comment below with "I will rise." Let's peel back another layer of uncomfortable truth. Observe how society treats the poor versus the wealthy. The poor are often seen as disposable, their struggles dismissed, their pleas unheard. They navigate systems designed to keep them dependent, facing endless bureaucratic hurdles, judgment, and a constant erosion of their self-worth. Their mistakes are magnified, their potential often ignored. Now look at the wealthy. Their mistakes are often reframed as bold moves. Their opinions are sought after, their whims catered to. They have access to the best legal counsel, the best healthcare, the best education. They move through the world with a shield that deflects much of the friction and indignity that burdens others. This isn't a moral judgment. It's an observation of power dynamics. It's a stark reminder that money is not just about comfort. It's about protection from the harsh realities of a world that frankly often values results over intentions. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you seen this disparity in your own life? And here's a critical Machiavellian insight. Those who reject money, who preach its irrelevance or inherent evil, often end up controlled by those who have it. They become dependent. Whether it's reliance on government programs, charitable organizations, or simply being unable to pursue their own vision because of financial constraints, their destiny is not their own. They are pawns in a larger game, subject to the whims and agendas of those who hold the purse strings. True freedom means having the resources to chart your own course, to build your own vision, to support causes you believe in without needing external approval or funding, to be able to walk away from anything that compromises your integrity. When you lack money, you are forced into compromises. You are forced to accept situations that diminish you. You are forced to be silent when you should speak. This isn't about being above money. It's about understanding its fundamental role in human agency. If you're tired of being controlled, type "no more pawns" in the comments. Wealth transforms silence into power and mere presence into command. Think about it. A person of modest means can shout their opinion from the rooftops. But how far does it travel? How many listen? Now imagine a wealthy individual, perhaps a philanthropist, an entrepreneur, or a thought leader, speaking with measured words. Their message resonates further, is amplified by platforms, and garners immediate attention. Why? Because their wealth gives them leverage. It gives them a platform. It's not just about buying advertising, it's about the inherent authority society grants to those who have demonstrated the ability to create and manage resources. Money gives you the ability to invest in your ideas, to build institutions, to fund movements, to influence policy. It literally gives you a louder voice, a stronger presence, and a greater capacity to shape the world around you. This isn't just about personal gain, it's about having the power to enact change, both for yourself and for causes you care about. You move the world with my power. Share this if it resonated with you. And turn me. Machiavelli understood that ideals, no matter how noble, are fragile without the resources to protect them. Money is the shield that protects your values, your freedom, and your future. Imagine a crisis, a global pandemic, an economic downturn, a personal health emergency. Without financial reserves, your values might be compromised. You might be forced to take actions contrary to your beliefs simply to survive. Simply to survive. Your freedom is curtailed by necessity. But with money, you have options. You can weather the storm. You can uphold your integrity. You can protect your loved ones. You can continue to build towards the future you envision, rather than being derailed by unforeseen circumstances. It's not about being immune to challenges, but about having the resources to face them head-on your own terms. Money provides a buffer, a security blanket that allows you to stand firm when others are forced to yield. It's the ultimate insurance policy for your life's mission. New subscriber for more powerful content like this if you want to fortify your future. 1. Bananshi. This brings us to the core Machiavellian mindset shift. Stop chasing approval. Start acquiring leverage. Many spend their lives seeking validation, trying to please others, conforming to expectations. This is a path to mediocrity and dependence. Machiavelli would tell you that true power comes from leverage, the ability to influence outcomes, to negotiate from a position of strength, to have options when others have none. Money is the most potent form of leverage in the modern world. It gives you the ability to invest in yourself, to hire the best talent, to fund your projects, to walk away from bad deals. It transforms you from a supplicant into a principal player. It shifts your focus from "what do they want from me?" to "what can I achieve?" This isn't about being ruthless for its own sake, but about understanding that power is a tool, and you must acquire the most effective tools to build the life you truly desire. If you're ready to acquire leverage, type leverage in the comments right now. Let's break down the tangible benefits. Money gives you time, the ultimate non-renewable resource. It allows you to buy back hours from mundane tasks, to focus on what truly matters, to invest in learning, growth, and your passions. It gives you choices. The choice to pursue a different career, to move to a new city, to start a family, to travel the world, to retire early. Without money, these choices are often luxuries, not options. And perhaps most importantly, Money gives you immunity from manipulation. When you are financially secure, you are less susceptible to coercion, to propaganda, to the pressures of societal expectations. You can think independently, act authentically, and live according to your own internal compass, rather than being swayed by external forces. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to be truly yourself, unburdened by financial duress. What would you do with more time and choices? Let me know below. Machiavelli exposed the fantasy of virtue without resources. The man who clings to ideals but has no wealth is crushed by those who do. The man who refuses to pursue money in the name of goodness becomes dependent on those with it. And dependence, my friends, is the death of power. Think of all the noble causes, the ethical businesses, the genuinely good people who fail not because their intentions are bad, but because they lack the financial muscle to sustain their efforts. Their morality, no matter how pure, collapses under the relentless pressure of economic reality. Money isn't inherently moral or immoral. It's a tool. And like any tool, its impact depends on the hands that wield it. To reject this tool is to disarm yourself in a world where others are heavily armed. It's to ensure that those who aid or acquire wealth, regardless of their intentions, will dictate the terms. If you truly wish to make a positive impact, to uphold your values, you must first secure the means to do so. This is a harsh truth, but a necessary one. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. From ancient kings to modern elites, money has always been their first weapon of dominance. Rulers funded armies, built empires, and secured loyalty through wealth. Today, powerful corporations, political entities, and influential individuals use vast financial resources to shape narratives, lobby governments, and control markets. They don't preach about the evils of money. They understand its absolute necessity for control and expansion. They see money not as paper, but as protection, as leverage, as a means to achieve their objectives, whatever those may be. If you want to understand power, you must understand money. If you want to navigate the world effectively, you must acquire it. This isn't about joining them in any unethical pursuits, but about understanding the game so you can play it on your own terms, for your own vision. Don't be naive. The world does not care about your intentions. It responds only to your results. And results require resources. Are you ready to wield this weapon? Comment I am ready below. So, what's the takeaway? Money builds walls. Money buys time. Money secures loyalty. Without it, you are disposable. This video is for you if you've been taught that money is evil, yet feel powerless without it. It's for you if you want to escape dependence and build an untouchable life. If you're tired of being underestimated, ignored, or replaceable. It's time to adopt the Machiavellian mindset and acquire money at all costs. Not out of malice, but out of necessity for your freedom, your values, and your vision. See money not as paper, but as protection, as power, as the ultimate tool for self-mastery and independence. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Your future, your choices, your dignity, they all hinge on this brutal truth. If this message resonated deeply, if you're ready to stop being a pawn and start building an empire, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into power and prosperity. And leave a comment. What's the first step you're taking to acquire more leverage in your life? Let's build an unstoppable community. Your journey to an untouchable life begins now. Come on.